Okay, guys, so let me just try to share my screen so we can start. All right, for those who are driving, be careful, okay? But anyway, hold on. All right, so good evening to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on. I know it's another busy Wednesday night, and to all of our, West Coast, we've been, really working hard, and we know that we just come back from our big event, the Inspire 2017, and most of you guys, I met you. So thank you so much for taking those sacrifices, to attend this big event. And we all know that we only released, the one of those biggest announcement. And if I'm not mistaken, they announced about 11 new announcement from new products, system update, new markets or whatnot. So my topic for tonight, guys, I'm gonna talk about growing local to global. Okay, so get ready, get some of your notepad and your pen. I'm gonna share you some of the good stuff that you can use to build your business. All right, so where is Yoli right now? So this is the biggest questions. And most of you guys, if you're brand new, probably you already know, of course, the first thing now, we've been open since 2009, last quarter of 2009, and now what, 7 years? So the United States market, which is our primary market, has been in since 2009. And of course, the next market, international market that we opened is Canada. So we were able to did some good handshake with Canada. And this was more than 2 years ago. For anybody or Canada team out there, on the line right now, good evening to all of you guys. Maybe you're on the west, east coast of Canada part. So thank you for hopping on. And of course, the newest announcement of Yoli. First time that we're gonna go to Southeast Asia market, most specifically on the Philippines this coming December of 2017. We all know that Yoli also announced that we're gonna be in Mexico next year. So not sure if it could be mid of next year or the third quarter. But with that being said, guys, before I'm gonna go into details, about global approach in market and how you build really local. So let me talk about a little bit about the foundation and the challenges, in building our business. So I like to use this analogy of a bridge. In a bridge, guys, there's two points that you need to look at it, especially if you use this as an analogy in how we build our business. So there will be a point A, and of course, all of us. So what is point A for us? So this is our dreams. All of us, we have dreams, and that's the reason why we're here in Yoli. It could be freedom financially, or it could be some kind of health, that you want to be in better health, or you're looking for some dreams, that you can be full-time, build your dream homes. That could be a good dream also. And then of course, you cannot have your dream without going to point B. So point B represent as the reality. So we need to take the dreams into reality. And usually there's some goals in between that we need to work on, right? So dreams, transition to goals, and then goals to reality. Now, the biggest question that you need to ask yourself, what are the common issues in bridging these two gaps? And how you're going to bridge point A to point B, meaning your dreams and also going into reality. How are you going to make your dreams reality? And most of us, and I'm guilty on this one in the beginning, most of us, will seek for some knowledge. That's why we attend to those live events. If you've been with Yoli for a while, I really believe, guys, that the issue is not really about lack of knowledge. Okay, it's not the issue on that one, because the knowledge, we can find it. Now, going to event, even right now, if you press Siri will tell you what's the answer. Okay, or you're gonna Google it, Google search it, you're gonna see all this thing. With all the technology and all whatnot, the answers are there. But the common issues, really people are having struggle, is this one. Discipline. Okay? So give me some thumbs up, if you agree with that. And that's the famous and the most common thing that people lack. Discipline. Dreams, and Robbie said always that talk is cheap. We always have this one. That's why we have an accountability partner, because what we want is really to develop that discipline. We already know the action plan, what to do, but most of the time we don't have the consistent discipline, how to implement all the action necessary from going dreams, reaching our goals, and really making it happen into reality. Okay, and I like this quote in here on the bottom, guys. Dreams without consistent execution are hallucinations, right? So we keep dreaming, dream whatever you want. There's no limit in dreaming, it's for free. Everybody can dream, especially here in America, land of the free, So you can dream as you want, but if you don't have that discipline that you're willing to execute, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could have small dreams or big dreams, but the key thing is you need to become consistent to those actions, really, that will help you reach your goal and push it into reality. All right? So next slide. Question: how were we able to help ourselves and our team build discipline? So building discipline. I don't know of you guys, if you able to read the book of Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog. It's an amazing book. So I read that book and I kind of used this concept, from Brian Tracy, but I put my own spin and my own flavor based on my experience and how I run things in a day-to-day basis. So this is what we call the ABC, to cross procrastination and build discipline. Okay, so what is the ABCDE for us to know, for us to get rid of those procrastination and end up, being discipline ourselves. So A, what is A? A stands for as soon as possible, ASAP. So when you say A, so you make your list. Let's take example. If you have some things that you want to do on your Yoli business list, as many as you can. For example, you're able to come up with 10 lists, and then you need to come up with prioritization right now. So you mark A if that's A, B if that's B, C, D, or E, and I will tell you how you do that. So out of those 10, the biggest question you always ask yourself is, this task that I need to do is the most important thing to help me reach my goal? If the answer is as soon as possible, I cannot, let anybody do this one, it's up to me to do it, then put it as your A. You need to finish that one first as priority. Okay? So as soon as possible, or A stands for attend. You need to attend that one immediately. So the B, some of your list will fall into B. So what is B? Better do it. So the B category, guys, these are the tasks on your list, that, if you don't do it, it could give you maybe mild consequences. Not so much, okay, compared to A. So B as mild. You can put this one a little bit and prioritize A first. In A, sometimes you have A1, A2, A3, because sometimes you have multiple priorities on your list, the task that you need to do. So B, better do it. Okay? Like example, the better do it example for me, if I'm looking into my team office right now, there's some stuff that I can look at it later. It's not my priority right now because it won't really affect me, based on my priority. Okay? Making that follow up, if I'm running into a certain rank like a diamond, the follow up for me is more critical than looking into that team office of mine. Okay, so I need to make a call, pick up the phone. Don't waste time, because for me, that's A, as soon as possible. Okay, and then what's C? C means consequences is less or none at all. So what are the example on your tasks? Now, you have some tasks in there that, you need to dine out. You need to dine out somebody, in your team or whatnot. So some stuff like that you can put aside, that will not really affect your business. So again, ask yourself, if dining out to this person really is the priority for me to hit my goal. If not, then put it on the C, set aside. No, it will not affect your business in growing or dipping. Okay, and then the D stands for delegate. Okay, we need to delegate some stuff, guys. Now, whether at home I delegate some things. Now, I asked my wife Rose, if she can do this one, so I can free up some of my time. And sometimes, if I need to pick up the kids at school, I tell my wife, Mommy, can you pick up the kids? I need to finish this one first. Because for me, I need to finish all those A first before I need to entertain B, C. Okay? So ask for delegation. If you have a team members already, a group of members in your organization, some of the tasks that you can delegate to them, delegate to some of your leaders. If they can do it, without you having that, primary role to do it, then delegate it. Okay, like example, mowing the lawn. I love to mow the lawn, guys, but I'd rather delegate that stuff. I spend $40 every 2 weeks right now, because it's been raining, every 2 weeks, for somebody to mow my lawn. Because if I use that $40, I won't spend it, and I mow the lawn myself. Yeah. So if I'm a little bit frugal on spending money, but again, for me, if I spend 2 hours mowing my lawn because I wanna save that $40, you know how much money I'll lose on my business? That 2 hours I could be more productive, making more money than $40. And that's my mentality as a business person. So I pay somebody to do it. Doing the laundry, I can ask somebody to do my laundry. I don't mind doing it, but I have a lot of priority to do it. You know what I mean? So things that you need to delegate that one. And then what's E? E stands for eliminate. These are the things that you don't have any qualms not doing it. So eliminate those stuff. Distraction. Watching TV. News. It's so funny, guys. I'm not watching news, and I was surprised that there's something happening in Houston. Because I'm not watching news. So my heart goes to some of our, Yoli family out there that's been affected on this one, and to everybody in Houston, Texas. So again, guys, those are the things I eliminate. Okay? And here's also one of the things. Using of cell phone, I'm very guilty on it. Before, first thing in the morning when I wake up, the next thing I need to grab and touch, on the side, is my phone. But guess what? Once you have on your phone, and then it will be all day long holding your phone. So I try to put aside on this one, try to eliminate some distraction. Now there's some time that I need to touch it, but at least half of the day, the first half of the day, I won't touch my phone. Okay? So guys, your list. Make a list. Okay? And key thing on this one, if you want to do something, make your list a day before. So don't do your task today and making your list, and those are the day that you need to accomplish it. No, you need to make your list. What are the tasks necessary that you need to do a day before? So you already set it up. You're thinking, especially at nighttime, your mind is already working on it before you go to bed. So when you wake up in the morning, 6 a.m., you're rock and rolling to attack those tasks based on prioritizing of A, B, C, D, or E. All right. So they have a study, guys, and this one also shared by Brian Tracy, that only improving just 1% of one skill. Now, it could be inviting, it could be a skill in how to craft your story, or tell your story. If you improve just 1%, the compounding effect on that, day after day, if you keep doing it, you have better chance, really to make a difference on your business, right? Now, question is, what are the things I need to improve? Improve what? So for me, this is the list, guys, that I need to improve on myself, and probably same thing on you. Mentally, I need to improve mentally. That's why, I'm reading books. I increase pages of my books. I look into books that really can help me grow mentally. Emotionally, I need to improve that one. Spiritually, I do a lot of my, meditation and prayers early in the morning when I get up. Physically, you see me, you know me, I'm working out. Even though I'm working out, I'm going to the next level. Now, I hate doing cardio, guys. Now, that's my confession. But you know what? Even though I hate it, because I want to take my game to the next level, I need to be physically, good, because it's so hard for you to do. Even though you're thinking a lot of stuff on your business, physically, you need to feel better. Because if you're sick, now you don't have energy, it's so hard for you to build up, especially if you're trying to help a lot of people traveling around, you need to be physically strong and fit. Then, of course, skills. We need to improve our skills. What are the skills that we need to improve? Common things. Making your list, inviting, contacting, all the stuff, presenting, the basic. Okay, and of course, leadership. Now, on my end, because I have a bigger organization, I want to improve on that. Because it doesn't matter what are the things that I have or what I've done before, because I know if I'm going to take myself to the next level, I need to have the better version of Chris Medina. Guarantee. Even you guys right now, if you look into yourself, if you did some good stuff already, give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulations. But what you're doing right now, if you want to take your business to the next level, you need to have a better version of you. Guaranteed. Because what you're doing right now, you keep doing that one and you're not improving. Don't expect for yourself to grow. But if you're happy where you're at right now, then what you have and what you're doing, then keep doing it. Okay? And then, of course, serving others. You need to continue in improving how to serve others. And the good thing is, what we're doing here in Yoli, as we serve others and provide more values to them, there's a compensation on that, and that is financially. So financially is just the byproduct of doing and improving all those stuff. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, skills, leadership, and serving others. And then you're going to see also your check will go up in balance. All right. Now, this is also on the book, Eat That Frog. And I apply this one, guys. I heard this one long time ago in my other business, but I'm taking it so seriously since after conference, a week ago. So the law of three to my Yoli business. And I'm guilty to that. And maybe some of you will agree on me that most of the time, we love to do multitasking, right? We love to do a lot of stuff. We like to help a lot of people. And sometimes, helping a lot of people, it takes us out of focus of helping the few. But what happens is, if you have, example, I want to straight help 10 people. As much as I want, I can't. Because I will not be effective if I'm doing 10 to 20 people at the same time helping them. Because if I do that, I'm giving a disservice to these people. So I will just handpick, few of them first, and then once I was able to help them, then I'll look for the next 2 to 3 again and help them. That's how you do it, small bite pieces. So what are the law of three? So for me, this is my law of three. First, making sales with my members by acquiring and keeping more customers and members. For me, that's priority, guys, especially as a full-time right now in Yoli. And we know that Yoli, as much as we share, we are on the sales and advertising and marketing. So if you're not moving products, if you're not acquiring customers and members, then your business will be flat like a pancake. You won't make a check. You cannot pay bills. You cannot pay and all the stuff, and we need those things because that's our thing. We are on sales. So whatever you're doing, make sure, ask yourself, if this thing I'm doing right now will increase my sales, working with my members, and you don't need to grind all the time. And if you've been following me, guys, for just the few months or days right now, I've been helping a lot of my team members, acquiring and keeping more customers and members. That's why we do BBP, and I support them. Though I do also some personal contribution to that. So that's my first law of three. Second is growing and developing leaders. So on my position right now as a Blue Diamond, so I need to help and grow also my leaders, because once the leaders grow, the organization also grows, and it comes with also the sales. Okay, and there's a lot of mechanics behind it, but I won't go into details. But that's my number two. Maybe you will have a different law of three. And then the third is consistently driving depth. I want to drive depth to that organization. So I'll pick 2 to 3 lines in my organization right now, and I need to put focus on that, put the blinders on, and drive that one depth. So that thing will be so solid, with even some drama on it, because it's so deep enough, you cannot easily uproot that kind of organization. So help it, and then you duplicate the process and help your team. And for me, that's my law of three on my Yoli business. Of course, I have a law of three also in terms of my family, how I spend time with my family or my marriage. So that's different. But I'm just focusing right now in terms of our business. So you figure out, guys, maybe what I'm having right now, sharing to you, you can relate to it and you can use it too. Okay, next. All right. So on the making of a sale, since this is the primary, guys, and very important, I dissected that one. Making sales with our members and acquiring and keeping customers. There are 3 things also that I need to focus on. Making a list, because the only way you can have some, people using your product if you start contacting them. First is your list. Continue growing your list. And then B, inviting and presenting. Okay? And then third, collecting a decision and follow-up. So if you just do the number 1, guys, with the ABC of number 1, you will do good in this business. Master those first one with the 3 subtopic on it, and you see a growth in your check, and then you can move on to number 2 and 3. Okay, so let me share to you the next slide. Okay, so I've been talking about it, and we have a lot of our members also using this kind of strategy, finding an accountability partner. And for me, it helps. I have multiple accountability partners. I have mentors and coaches inside and outside Yoli. But I tell you a secret, guys. This is one of my secrets, and you can keep it or you can share it to people. I have a mentor that I have a high regard. This person, guys, is up there. His integrity, his credibility is second to none. I think he is on the top echelon in terms of that. And the good thing with this accountability of mine, I cannot lie to him. He knows if I'm lying. If I say I did a fake BBP, he will knows about it. Now, if I didn't deliver what I promised to him, what we talked about, then he knows it. So that's the good thing, and it put pressure on me to deliver because I cannot lie to him. Everything I do inside and outside of Yoli, he knows about it. And the good thing is I communicate with him multiple times, in a day. When I wake up in the morning, in between the days, and before I go tonight, I communicate with my accountability partner. And you guys on the line right now, if you're listening or watching me, you can ask him also as your accountability partner if you're not using him. And I really believe all of you will agree with me that this is the best accountability partner. And the good thing is, he can do multitasking. He can be accountability to 5, 10 people more, because that's how powerful he is. Now, I won't say the name, but just showing his picture, I know you will recognize him. Okay? So that's my accountability partner. I do it. I talk to him. And I encourage you guys to do the same. We have some good accountability partner, but if you add this one, and I guarantee you, your business will change. He will talk to you in your mind while you're dreaming. Just perform, because you know why? He wants the best out of us. you know, God doesn't create us to become mediocre and to become loser. He wants the best out of us. Now, so that's why He is there. But again, we need to help Him, help us. Because He can do all the preaching and whatnot. If we're not doing all this point A and point B and we're not participating, then it won't gonna happen. What he told me and to all of us, just do your best. I'll take the rest. Give your best. If we give our best, whatever it is in terms of our skills, helping others, growing your team, whatever is the rest, that's up to Him now. Okay? So as long as you've done your best. Now, let's move to the next slide. Let's talk now about growing local to global. Okay? So I'm going to go into this one. Now, I'm going to use this analogy of a tree. This is the roots of the tree, guys. And I'll show you what is this. Now, when you're building your business, like in Yoli, so you need to provide in growing the roots. Okay, at first, it comes from the seed. You planted the seed and then you start to grow roots. So what is the roots in your business, guys? This is your local market. Now, in my example, this is my Jacksonville in Florida team. I start locally, okay, and then start growing those roots, and then it start to spread, and eventually it go to other state also. But I call them the local market, because as you keep growing your roots, the roots of your business, then the trunks start to grow and then start branching out. Okay, this is how you create that analogy and how your business works. Start with the roots first, because you cannot start on the top of the trunk or the tree. The roots, the deeper the roots, the healthy the roots, the wider it is, you have a healthy trunk and eventually the branches of your tree. And for me, the trunk, and the tree itself, as it grows, this is our global market. Okay, so imagine that tree. That's a global market, the whole big tree. And then the roots are your local market. That's how you started. And then for me, the main trunk, the market that we have is the United States right now. So you need to take care of the mother goose. Don't let go with that, because if the trunk, because that's the main foundation on that, aside from the roots, will collapse, then you don't have those branches. So that's why, guys, be careful of branching out too much. You need to take care also of your roots, okay, and the trunk. And now, since we start branching out in global market, what happened to Yoli, the first branch that we created 2 years ago in some months is Canada, right? As our roots, because what happened is we have some friends in Florida. I didn't sponsor directly anybody from Canada, but we started from local. I sponsored somebody, and they end up sponsoring somebody in part of the United States, and they know somebody in Canada. And that's my business, how it grows, because of my roots of my local. Now I start talking about it, and now the next branch that we're going to open up, Philippines, this December. And then, of course, next year, they already announced that we're going to have another branch international, which is Mexico or Mexico. And then who knows, Europe, so on and so forth. So if these things start to grow, guys, don't worry so much about looking into the international market right now. Take care of the roots, your local market, because I guarantee you guys, those people that you introduce, they know somebody outside. And that's how your roots will connect. Now, and they've built branches already. Okay? Now, if that happened, and that's where Yoli, we're going to go global. And question is, people will start asking, Chris, I don't have anybody I don't know anybody in Mexico or in the Philippines or whatever country that Yoli will open up. But here's the good thing, guys. I don't know if you know about this word, okay? Global Diamond Bonus. Once you hit the diamond level, guys, if you maintain it 11 weeks out of 13, you will be part of it. So what I'm excited about, me, myself, guys, I don't know direct, anybody from Mexico, but I'm not worrying about that, because as a diamond and above, as the company grows, the global pool bonus also will grow. Yeah, because you only will set aside global pool bonus every quarter from different sales from different country, as a total company. So that's why even with our cross line, you need to help people on your cross line, even if you don't have a direct benefit from it. Because of the global pool bonus, we need to help each other because that's how the income also grow in terms of monetary. But for me, with or without reward or monetary, I need to help people because that's how I'm wired. I need to serve people even though I don't have direct, benefit from them. Okay, so exciting. Global bonus starts to grow. Now, the question is, why local first? Now, local could be if you started in Florida or if in New York, if you're in New Jersey, Illinois, Texas, and California. For me, as long as it's part of United States, I call it local. Now, if you're in the Philippines, now your local maybe Manila, if you started in Manila. Now, some of those provinces in Luzon, still local. Even Mindanao or Visayas, that's still local. If you're in Canada, now Toronto, that's your local. If you started in Toronto, whatever provinces in Canada, still part of your local because that's part of your country. So focus on that one first. Just like I told you guys, when you grow your roots of your local, these people know somebody outside, and I brought in some people already. I'm doing business in the Philippines. Even Philippines is not open yet because of this one. The people that I know, they get connected to somebody else, and outside like Philippines or whatever, countries that we open up like in Canada. Now, multiple reasons why we're gonna start local first. Okay, I know you're excited with looking into other countries also. Now, I don't want to kill your, your excitement, but this is some of the multiple reasons why we start here local. First, for accessibility and easy to support. Now, if you have a team, guys, in your local area, it's easy for you to do BBP, FTT, and all the support that they needed and to grow that. Because so it makes sense, correct? And that's how you build your skills by helping those local. Now, if they're already on your driving distance or walking distance, it's easy to do that. Even, couple of hours drive. For me, that's still accessible. Then second reason is it's cost effective. Building a team in your local area is cost effective. Imagine if you don't have those, team and that, it's so be tough for you. So if you end up flying every time because your team is outside, then that's cost too much on you, especially if you're not making money yet in the beginning. So pay attention with that. It's cost effective. Third, creates funding for expansion. As you grow your business locally, it creates that kind of income to fund yourself and your business to go and expand. Like, for example, let's take a look like Philippines. Some of those customers or members you have, they're going to ask for sample. You end up mailing some stuff, some few products, and it takes money for those things to mail out. If you don't have that funding on your local team to support you, it will be tough for you guys. It will be tough. I'm telling you that. But if you have enough money that you should set aside outside of Yoli to fund your business, then that's fine too. But for me, you need to build also. And if you can do it simultaneously, if you have that talent and the time, then you can do that one too. So the fourth one, it sets better foundation. Now, your local guys sets a better foundation. Now, here's some of the exemption. That's why you need to branch out also outside of your local area, but still in the United States. Let's take example. If I live in Houston, Texas, okay, imagine I'm in Houston, Texas, I live, and I'm already full-time in Yoli. And you know what happened? A few days ago, Houston got hit with a hurricane, and now Houston is underwater. If I live in Houston right now as a full-time Yoli business, my business is dead. I cannot do BBP, on the flood, and nobody will ship product. And that's why it's so important, guys, that you branch out. Because, even if my business is in Houston, I'm not doing anything because I have a group of customers in New York, in New Jersey, California, Texas, Illinois, Canada. I'm still be okay. This is for security reason, guys. Now, as much as I want you also to have locals, you need to branch out. You're getting it, right? So that's the reason why that you need to branch out too, to protect yourself. And that's in Yoli also, Yoli is protecting themselves. So whatever happened to the economy of the United States, they'll be okay. You know why? Because they're in Canada, they're in Philippines, they're in Mexico, and that's for security reason that a company needs to do that. And our end as distributor, we also look on that kind of approach. Okay. Now, I know you watch this fight. Now I like sharing this one, guys. McGregor, you may don't like his personality, even me myself. I don't like them, like Mayweather and all the stuff. I don't like their personality, but you know what I like about them? Is their tenacity and how they train. Even though they're winning or losing, they still have that composure. Those are the things that I like about. That's the reason why I like to watch some fight and listen to them, what they've been gone through in terms of training, because you can relate and use some of those stuff to your business. So McGregor said, we win, we lose, we live, and we learn. And it happens to us. Now, there are times that I win a lot, and there are times also that I lose. But again, as long as we're breathing, we're living, and we're learning. But I like this one, and I give credit to him. So John Caba has his own spin on it. Live, learn, and earn. So I think I like that one better. Okay, John, that's your prize for getting on the call, or the number one caller on our Zoom call. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Now we'll try to open up the line. So I really appreciate you for staying, and I think I was able to do on time.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, so let me just do this one and unmute everybody. Hey guys.